Good morning. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. I'm here at 3328 Castera Avenue in the Montrose area, and I am preparing to perform a video examination of the main sewer line here on the property for Mr. and Mrs. Franklin. Now, the main sewer line is the portion of the waste drainage piping that is exterior to the structure. It lies underground and connects the building drain line system to the public sewer. The building drain line system then is the portion or portions of the waste drainage piping that is underneath or interior to the structure. Our examination today is not focused on the building drain line system, so if further evaluation is desired regarding the building drain line system, a licensed plumbing contractor should be contacted, or a specialty building drain line video examination can be set up through our office. So I wasn't able to locate an exposed or accessible main sewer line cleanout. A main sewer line cleanout is an area outside the structure that has a removable cap. It's going to allow access into the sewer pipe or the drain system as it's exiting the structure. Now, we do look like we're outside down near the ground, but we're actually up on the roof where this bougainvillea is growing heavily over the roof itself. It was covering up the main 4-inch waste vent. So I'm going to drop down through this waste vent. And this is a vertical pipe. It's going to take us down into the horizontal pipe under the structure. And we're going to push through about 35 feet of pipe or so to get outside the building, where the main sewer line actually starts. Alright, so the pipes under the building here, as I was saying, are not the focus of today's examination, but since we're seeing them, or at least this portion of it, I'll comment on its condition. It's original cast iron piping here under the house, and we're going to also have original cast iron piping out through the front yard. Now, these cast iron pipe materials, they were expected commonly to have a service life of in the 70 to 80 year range. Different variables can either shorten or lengthen that. But what we're looking for are any significant signs that the pipe is beginning to fail. In other words, heavy to excessive rust and scale buildup. Any areas where roots may be penetrating the walls of the pipe, anything of that nature. What I'm seeing so far is basically moderate rust and scale buildup. Now, I did see anyways, a opening at the top of the pipe out into the front yard a bit, where I'm going to recommend should be exposed and extended up to the surface just for maintenance on this system. I'm not suggesting this cast iron pipe is ready to be replaced. It is in a functional condition, but as it continues to deteriorate, eventually it will need to be upgraded. So in a situation like this, we're recommending regular video examinations to monitor the pipe, and this service can help to catch the failures at an early stage and better project a future replacement date. Out near the front of the yard now, we've taken a bit of a drop downwards, and then we're going to level off, push a few more feet, and connect up to the 6-inch clay pipe at about the curb face. And that's going to continue out to the middle of the street where the public sewer is located. And right up here is going to be that connection. Now, if we can get the lens cleaned off a little bit, if you look here along the bottom of that pipe, there is a moderate crack here just beyond this connection. You'll see some minor roots and looks like a little bit of soil buildup there. I believe much of that soil is from the bugs in the sewer system. But we do have some slight damage here. This is something that certainly could dictate a repair recommendation. In a situation like this where we have an old cast iron pipe and a crack like this isn't really affecting the function of the system necessarily, I'm not really stressing any importance on repairing it now. It just be monitored along with the rest of the pipe. And when that cast iron pipe is ready to be replaced, if this area doesn't get any worse for any reason, you would just go ahead and fix it at that point. Alright, beyond that, we're pushing through the 6-inch clay. It looks pretty clean. These vitrified clay pipe materials, they are expected to have a very long service life. Unlike the cast iron pipes, this is a natural material, so it's less likely to deteriorate underground, but it is fairly brittle in nature and does have a higher potential for damage during seismic activity or earthquakes. So we're also suggesting monitoring these lines after significant earthquakes and things like that. All right, here we're coming up on our public sewer connection, looking down in about 50 feet from the front of the house. So for the most part, the system is functional. It doesn't really have suitable access for monitoring and maintenance and that kind of stuff, so I will recommend I'll put a red marker flag out in the front yard where I saw that clean out. It is further from the structure than standard, but not as no real importance on installing a new one at this point, since we can certainly get a representative sampling of the condition of the cast iron pipe by seeing as much of it as we can from there. Also, we can monitor that cracked area from there. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video portion of the examination for today. Please do refer to my written report for a description of the final findings and recommendations, including maintenance recommendations. And we do recommend that all main sewer lines are examined after any significant seismic activity, and that main sewer lines should be examined annually to monitor for changing conditions in a system. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. Thank you very much, and have a pleasant day.